Once again, it's E3 season, and here at Arctic Panda Popz, we're going to bring you the highlights of all the different press conferences. And first, we're going to start with the Wholesome Games. Wholesome Games is a volunteered run community. They go and collect and have a look at all the different types of games that are kind of like cute or like independent, things that feel wholesome and tend to be on the non-violent or less violent side. But this is a great place to find some nice, cute, deep, meaningful stories, some fun and bouncy, joyful games. It's a great mixture of games, and I'm going to show you my highlights of the games I liked from their press conference. Let's check it out. So the games I'm going to show, the highlights, are just some of the ones I particularly like, the interest, and I want to play some more. They're not in any particular order. So first up is Snacko. Is it kind of like a farm simulator, I want to say, in the vein of Harvest Moon or Story of Seasons or Stardew Valley, that type of thing. But it has like an interesting graphical style. So we've got like realistic, not realistic, but like normal 3D environments, but with the characters all 2D flat pixelated sprites. You play as a cat, there's some farming, there seems to be some mysterious things happening as well. Overall, really wholesome. And it just looks really good. There's something about the visual style that strikes me and gives me that fix, that Harvest Moon style fix, or sort of small farm sim fix. So I think this would be a great one for anyone who loved the Harvest Moon or Story of Season games. Right, let's move on to our next one. Next up is a fantastic looking puzzle rhythm game to lo-fi beats. Their tagline on the thing is cast spells, be queer, and crash the biggest party. And that really sums up like how good and diverse this game is. It's LGBTQ plus friendly. It's got great colors. It looks like a great puzzle game if you're a fan of any of those type of like Puzzle League or Panel de Pon type games. And it's got some very nice, cool, chill, lo-fi beats, and the art looks fantastic. Next up is a very cute Animal Crossing vibe game, Amber Isle. So you're on this island. All the other people on the island are dinosaurs, but they're all like kind of your height, like humanoid dinosaurs, which sounds weird, but as you can probably tell from the gameplay footage, you can get the idea. But the difference here, imagine Animal Crossing where you've got the shops like the Able Sisters or Nook's Cranny. Imagine if you ran the shop. So you need to go around collecting materials, befriending the dinosaurs on the island, but also running a shop. So I feel like this gives like a bit of a twist onto that type of thing. Plus it looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the art style. It's very cute, it feels very calm, and I'm really looking forward to this one coming out. Right, next on to our next game. Next, imagine if Tony Hawk was a bird. That's right, Skatebird. Skatebird has some great looking locations. You play as a bird on a skateboard, and what I love in this new update that they've just announced is the accessibility options. They've gone through and tweaked and thought about how can we make the Tony Hawk style game more accessible, easier to pick up, but still have the depth you had before. But this just lets you tweak in the options, so you can still have it the normal, what I call multiple controls and buttons you have to press, and then they've tweaked it so you can simplify it if you're someone who needs maybe less buttons to move or less moving around. And I think that's great. I think making a game and having loads of options to make it accessible to a wide range of abilities is a fantastic thing. Plus this game looks great. I like all the environments, and I have already previously played an earlier build demo, and that was really good. We went round, it was inside a bedroom, and it was just really cool how they used the different items for different ways to grind, like across a piece of string, or like using books and everything. It's great, and I definitely recommend go and try the demo out and checking out some more gameplay. But yes, this is very good news on the accessibility front, and I hope more games do this. On to our next game. Next up is Button C. Now, anyone who's watched some of my previous videos on this channel will see I've done a let's play of the Button C demo. So Button C kind of has like a diorama view, I think. It's hard to describe, but there's like layers you can swap to different locations. So you just like flick through the location, like, oh, the house or the arcade. So you go to the arcade, it loads it up. It's great. You can explore, you can talk to all the other animals in there, and there is arcade games you can play. There was just the one arcade when I played the demo, but as you can see from the trailer, they've added some more games. But in the one I played, it was basically like a team-based one where you need to collect items and drop them off. And that itself played, and that was really fun. Let alone the rest of the world where you can still talk to the other animals and the more story about this arcade. And it looks like they've added more story, as you can see from the trailer. I love the art style. The music was great. It just played really well. And this one I'm really looking forward to, because from seeing it last year, this has definitely been on my list. And since playing the demo, I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on the full one, and I really want to try those other arcade games that are in Button C. On to our next game. Next up, Here Comes Nico. So this is similar to Snacko, where it's got like a 3D environment, but this time the 2D characters are like kind of have like a hand-drawn look, but they're flat. And it's like a 3D platform game, so you jump around as them, you meet all these different types of animals. It's got great humor, as you can see from the clip. So you chat to animals, you do some platforming, your boss is a frog. It turns you into a frog at one point as well, and I'm really curious to see where it goes. It just has a really good vibe. I like 3D platformers. I love this whole having flat characters in a 3D environment. That juxtaposition just seems really cool, and I'm looking forward to actually playing this, and I'm hoping they'll put a demo out and I can check it out. So let's move on to our next game. Tazomachi, I apologize if I mispronounced that, Behind the Twilight, is a beautiful 3D looking game. So there's this mysterious silent town. The main character arrives on her airship, and she has to go around and find how to repair the airship and find parts in this really beautiful but silent town. It looks like there's some good like exploring and platforming, and flying that airship, as you can see in the game, flying that about looks amazing, beautiful. The music sounds great. There's not much more I know about it at the moment, but just that information alone and what you can see from the gameplay just makes you want to go in and explore, and this has the potential to be really amazing. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. Next, Ooblets. Now, Ooblets has been out in early access and is available on the Xbox One in the early access stage and on some other platforms. So we've played a little bit of this. This seems really good. It's colourful, bright, funny. You can kind of build like your own garden and plant things, but you get these creatures called Ooblets, but you collect different types of Ooblets. But then when you meet someone else, you can challenge them to like a battle, and they have like a dance-off, the Ooblets dance-off. In what I can remember is like more like card-based, like choosing what their attacks or abilities to do. And it just seems really funny and light-hearted. And you can tell from the trailer this update adds even more to the game, because I think it's reached 0.8 in the update. So I'm looking forward to as this gets nearer and nearer to its final release. So there you go. There's some games from the Wholesome Games Direct. We'll probably be doing more than one video on these games. There'll be loads more videos this week and the next week of the E3 press conferences, the other games we've seen, what we're looking forward to, and as we learn more information, we'll be able to share it with you. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and join us next time. Bye.
どこかで感じたあの風探し